It's like ballroom dancers. He controls, he leads, he makes a plan, he's in charge. She has to hold her own space and her own body and her own frame for him to be able to take on the ride, right? But then as she does that, she then also lets go and is vulnerable to his lead. And all of a sudden, like, this beautiful dance that happens. It's not equality. It's two different pieces that come together to create a whole new one unit that is called the partnership, the dance, right? The funny thing is he's doing all the planning work, and she gets all the glory. So, interesting thing. So again, in our culture was, again, if you talk about, which I do every week, how the culture gets it wrong is we think man being man is controlling women. There's an instinct in that, but it could be
learned,
calibrated, and actually negotiated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So women think if he leads, that makes me the follower. I say supporter, enhancer, right? Pilot, co-pilot, right? Driver,
and you can do
driver, navigator. It's not the woman in the back seat. It's the woman next to me.
And sometimes
not behind me. Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
Not behind me.
Right.
You're not less than me. Next to me.
Next
together.
to me, ride
together.
the journey
we
together.
need both the parts to
So
make a whole
sometimes
unit.
one can be the leader and the other one the follower, and then they can
Vice
reverse.
versa, yes.
Today I'm planning the day, and I want to spoil you. And then
Yes.
tomorrow I'm going to plan the day. And spoil.
Yes.
You can.
Now,
yin and yang.
overall, though, you can yin yang all you want, and it happens with all couples who are successful. However, the big picture is one leads more, the other one supports more.
That's just always
You can't do
going
equality.
to be.
You can't do equality. It goes flat. They fall apart. Either they're man on man, so they're trying to control. They fight all the time. If they're feminine, they actually nothing gets done. They just flat out, just flat line. So, big picture, one has to lead more and be in charge more, and sort of more.
Is that the male?
Typically, there's a male. That's always been in this history of mankind. This is that control thing, and that sort of men have all the power that women assume, right? But we need we need them to be that. Men without women are not good. They don't do anything.
So are we basically going away from the roles that we have been conditioned and placed on this planet to
conditioned
be?
for survival?
We're going away from that.
Why we're dismantling,
and it's reversing,
and we're reversing, and it's not working. And I'm
So-
not saying we need to go back to the 50s.
Right.
We need to go back somewhere in the middle.
Right, and
we
you're
went
not
from
saying-
here, to here. This was not working.
Right.
This is definitely not
Right.
working. So we have to bring it back in the middle,
Yeah,
where
exactly.
there's open communications
Right.
tools that women can appreciate men for everything they do, and men feel appreciated with everything that they bring, and vice versa, and then get into the dance
And
with
middle
the parts
doesn't
that
mean
approach.
equal.
It's not equal. It's two different parts.
Right.
Still.
That's where people are
It's
confusing
two
it with the
different
word
parts.
equal,
Yes,
right?
Absolutely. There's no equality. We're not equal in any way as far as our physiology or chemistry. What motivates us how we are basically are in our DNA.
And it doesn't mean one is better than the other.
Absolutely
Because
not.
one is
Right. Again, if the culture makes power
Which is
the
what's
ultimate goal,
happening.
then emulating masculine power becomes a thing. It destroys relationships.
so
Feminine power has to be recalibrated, recultivated.
Right.
And the women have so much more power in their feminine that they know. So that's the part that I want to teach and bring forth.
So let's talk about Project Equinox some more.
Yes.
We're sort of lying out right now the scenario of what's going on in our society, past, present, future.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Project Equinox and how people work with you and you work with them. Do you do classes? Do you do speaking engagements? Is somebody's dealing with some of these issues that
Yeah.
we're talking about now, and they approach Andre.
Yeah. There's
what do you
many
do
ways.
next?
So private coaching, you know what I mean, with single, like some of my clients are single women who try to find love and don't understand what's happening. Private coaching, couples coaching, people that are already together and the rules have changed somehow. Again, typically it's something going on with the culture every time. It's fascinating. But people that are challenged, they're watching themselves like drift apart, have children, have lives, they don't want to save them. That's when I come in as well. My